3ds Max offers a variety of ways to build architectural objects like walls, doors, and windows. You can build them using traditional modeling techniques, like building from polygons using the graphite modeling tools. Polygon editing is a great way to work if you're building customized walls, doors, or windows. However, you can use the built-in AEC objects to build structures and add doors and windows more easily. In this lesson, we're going to take an existing foundation and build a very simple structure using the built-in walls. Then we'll add a door and several windows. Click the Application button. From the Application drop-down menu, click Open. Navigate to the Chapter 3 subdirectory and open the file Chapter 3 AEC Construct01.max. You're looking at the concrete pad that we're going to use to build our structure on. You'll notice that there's also a grid placed on the surface of the concrete pad. In order to make it easier to draw on the surface of the pad, we're going to activate the grid so that our coordinate system matches the top of the house's foundation. In the viewport, click on the Grid 001 object to select it. After you've selected it, right-click. From the Tools quad menu, choose the Activate Grid option. This activates the selected grid, and we can now more easily build on the surface of the pad. Click on the green background object to deselect the grid. Don't worry about selecting the background object. The object itself is frozen and is not selectable. On the Command panel, make sure you're working in the Create panel. Make sure Geometry is the selected option. From the Geometry drop-down menu, choose the AEC Extended option. You'll notice several objects we can create. We're going to use the Wall object. Click on the Wall object in the Create panel. We want to use the Grid Snap in order to more easily place the corners of our walls. To activate the Grid Snap, we can use the Snap Toggle button in the main toolbar. In the main toolbar, click and hold the Snap Toggle button and choose the two-dimensional option from the flyout. Next, we need to ensure that we're snapping only to the grid points. Right-click over the 2D Snap Toggle button in the main toolbar. This will open the Grid and Snap Settings dialog. Double-check that only the grid points checkbox has been checked. If there's any other configuration in your Grid and Snap Settings dialog, uncheck any snap options and make sure Grid Points is checked. Go ahead and close the Grid and Snap Settings dialog. With Snap turned on, as we move our mouse around the scene, we should notice an indicator showing where we're snapping. Before we begin placing our walls, let's set the width and height so the walls we build will be the desired thickness and the desired height. In the Create panel, Walls Parameter Rollout, change the width value to 6 inches by typing 6 and the inch symbol into the width value entry box and then press Enter. In the height value entry box, change the height to 12 feet by typing 12 and then the foot symbol and then press Enter. This will build a wall that's 12 feet tall and 6 inches thick. In the viewport, click on the lower right-hand corner of the slab to place the first point of the wall. As we move the mouse to our second point, you'll see the wall being built. Click on the upper right corner of the slab to place the second corner of the wall. Then click on the upper left corner of the slab to place the third corner. Then click on the lower left corner of the slab. This places our fourth corner. Then we'll click again on the starting point in the lower right-hand corner of the slab. A dialog opens that asks us whether or not we want to weld these points. Click Yes to weld the points. Then right-click twice to finish the wall and get out of wall creation. There's still one problem you'll notice. The wall overhangs our slab a little bit. In order to fix this, we need to change the justification of the wall itself. In the Command panel, click on the Modify tab. In the Wall's Edit Object Rollout, set the justification to Right Justification. That will cause the walls to be justified properly in relationship to the slab. Now that we've completed adding our walls, click on the Application button. From the Application menu, click Save As. In the Save As dialog, click the Increment on Save button to save this file as a new file with an incremental file name. If you're asked to overwrite a file, go ahead and overwrite it.